Good morning and welcome to what is the final day of Rockynats. Today is the day where we've got all the finals for everything that we've entered into. So that's we got the drag racing first, and then we got the burnouts straight after that. So yeah, last night got a text message from Rockynats and they said, you know, congratulations, you've been I've selected for a finalist or whatever. I think a lot of people are getting those texts, so we'll just see who rocks up. And you know, I think we did okay in the drags with the 770, and the burnouts, well, one of them, they must have liked one of them, so yeah, we'll go back out there and do it again. We have got one set of tires left for the one final burnout run that we get, and we're all ready to go for the drag. So the Commodore's fueled up, we got an extra 20 litres in the back, all the oil's pre-mixed and stuff in it, so it's just ready to dump in. We're still open headers, so she's loud. And guys, these videos have been absolutely going off, not getting heaps of views or whatever, but I guess for my channel it's just sort of exponential growth, I guess you would call it, and I can't thank you enough. I really hope you're enjoying the videos, and I love putting them out. So yeah, let's keep it short and sweet. Let's just get straight into this. Just heading up to the trailer parking. I just stopped at Macca's, got myself a coffee and a bacon and egg McHeart attack. I'm gonna park up and we're going to unload. Pretty much behind me, like that way, is where all the drag racing is going to take place. As you can see, a bit of rain on the windscreen, so I don't know what's going to happen. Pardon me. I don't know if they're going to run the drags. Well, no, I know they're not going to run it if the track's wet. So it just depends on what they've got going on, and basically how the weather seems to go. So you can see all the road closures and stuff that are happening. You got signs and stuff telling you where to go. They also give you maps and stuff sent through via email. So yeah, it's all been planned out and pretty self-explanatory. Rocky seems to be very like grid-like in its mostly anyway, in its street orientation, which makes it easy to cruise around. All right, coming up very close. So this is the lovely lady who I was speaking to yesterday. All right, I'm pretty pressed for time, so I've got to unload the car and head over to the driver's briefing. So it's 8:15 right now, and we got the compulsory drivers meeting at 8:30. Even though it's still raining, I don't want to miss that drivers meeting, because if it does clear up, you know, if it's anything like Power Cruise where you have to have that drivers briefing done, you know, if they run it later in the Arvo, yeah, I just don't want to miss it. So I'm going to unload the car. It's just me today, so Dad's going to meet me in the city. So unfortunately there won't be any recording and stuff, because I'll be a busy beaver trying to get this thing unloaded. But we'll cut back in when I'm cruising up to the drags. Got the lean out valve open, so that's that hissing that you can hear, because she's still a bit cold. Look at the oil temp. That's the main one you want to look at. That's how hot the engine actually is, not really the water temp. I find it runs better when it's above about, I don't know, 70 degrees or something. So I keep the lean out valve open until it gets to there. So we just parked up in the staging lanes. We're just going to head up to what I'm assuming is the driver's briefing up here. Remember this car won the power skids at Brisbane, eh? Yeah. Yeah? Legend. Love the car. What's in it?
Turbo LS.
Yeah, nice, man. Awesome.
327.53. Little baby.
Is it like an iron block 5.3? Yeah. Just a stock motor, or? No. Yeah, right. Good. No, nice, man. heaps of toughies. You can see parts of the ground are dry, so you never know with a bit of wind, and if the rain keeps off, we could be in business. Holy shit. Ooh-wee. Ooh.
Yep.
In the weather. At the moment, if it stopped now, it'd be probably 3/4 of an hour to an hour before we can get it dry enough to be safe. With the categories, any green stickers, as in your times, they will be going out first. We'll get rid of all the green first. I know there's some pink, and somebody else turns up, he'll have to wait, or he gets a buy and he comes back around and whatever. Other than that, pretty simple. Have a great day.
Around?
We really haven't had it.
There you have it. You heard the man. Maybe. I'm gonna tweak the trans brake because I want to try and leave in first gear, but I want to pull more power out. So I'm thinking we'll pull 18 degrees off the hit and then ramp it back in, but ramp it back in a lot slower so that the whole of first gear is really take a lot of the power out of it and just see how we do. That's all you can do, eh? Just fucking see how. All right, so let's see what we can program up here. I think I'm going to make a pretty drastic change here, and I'm going to put it down, because we were spinning straight up, I'm going to put it down to 2600. That's more than a 10% change. What we're going to do here as well is we're going to change the launch retard. We're going to change this, and we're going to change this pretty heavily as well. We're going to go minus 18. Hang on. What have I done here? Master tuner. I think you got to press enter. There you go. What I was thinking, I had a dream about it. You laugh, but I actually did. It needs some time to settle and launch. So I'm going to go minus 18 for a full second. And that's just based off how it felt in the car yesterday. It was very, very savage off the line still. And that's even with the, pulling 12 degrees or whatever. It just lit the tires up. So we want to drag this out a fair bit more. We got that set. And I think I'm just going to, so the total run is about 7 seconds. And I want to get into second gear before we start ramping it in. And I want to make the ramp look like that. I mean, about 4 seconds in, geez, you'd be wanting to be bloody hooked up by then, you reckon? individual cylinder. I'll just let you have a look at this. I don't play with any of it. I haven't even pulled the plugs or anything. It's just, it is what it is. Seems to be running all right. Temperature, I've got it, 100, pulls 10 degrees from 113 degrees. So that's just, when it gets on the burnout pad, we just give it a bit of an easier time if it ever gets sort of over 113.7 degrees, which is fairly high. So, you know, she's not going to detonate or anything, given it's running fat as on methanol, so she'll be right. All right, guys, we are going to, I'm gonna leave it there because, well, I'm at the limit now of what I can do, and now we're pretty much at the mercy of the weather. So who knows? Anyone's guess. Still spitting? Not really, but I think we'll be pushing shit uphill with a greasy stick to be going down this strip. But as always, fingers crossed. And if not, we'll head over to the burnout pad and we'll see what they're doing, because I think burnout pad's got a little bit more likelihood of being dry, so we still might be able to get out there and pop a set. That'd be ideal. So we'll Dad's on his way in now, so I'll stop recording. Nothing to record anymore. Seeing everything, we're just going to wait here and see what the track does. So we'll cut back in when we know whether we're going or whether we're heading off to the burnouts. All right, so we've just been told the track's a little bit wet. So what we're going to try and do to dry it out is, the officials have told us we can cruise the drag strip route. We're a maximum of 40 kilometers an hour, no skids, but yeah, we don't have to wear helmets or anything, and we're going to take Dad for a cruise down and see if we can dry this track out. Unfortunately, I think that just with this most recent burst of rain, that despite our best efforts in drying the track out, we've been driving sort of just any cars that are available, have been cruising up and down the strip. I've had my fans going, like I'll have the fans off when I'm on the return road, as we are here, and then when we go out onto the strip, I've had the fans on, so they're blowing the hot radiator air, so that some of it will go down to the road. Just trying our best to try and dry it out. You know, we've got the hot headers and the exhaust and stuff, trying to dry it out. And it just started raining again, and it's just looking like we're doing absolutely nothing. It's just gone back to how it was. So given the time, it's about 10 o'clock now. We got half an hour to be at the burnouts. I think the burnout pad's going to have a bit better of a chance to be dry. So we might we'll just go and see what's up, because it has stopped again. We'll just go and see what's going on. But I'm pretty sure we call on the drags. I don't think they're going to be running it. Guys, it is with a heavy heart that we are calling it for Rockynats today. The rain is just prohibitive, and the drag racing has been completely cancelled for the whole day. The burnout pad is soaking wet, and we're going to save the car, and we're not going to, you know, just bash it off the limiter and try and get any smoke out of a wet pad. I'm just not comfortable doing it, which is a shame. But we're just going to load it back up on the trailer now, and it's a bit loud, so I might cut the video here and then do another video once we're loaded up, let you know what's going on. Alrighty guys, we have officially called it. Cuddles is loaded back up on the trailer. We're going to head back to camp now and sort of kind of reset that back up, and then we're going to go to a pub. So this event has just been absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough about it. I'm not going to waffle on. It was great. We had a great time. Luckily, we didn't get hassled by the cops at all. I know there were some blokes that did, and it's just despicable behaviour from the police, in my opinion. We'll save that for another day. The event, for a first event, was organised well, and we did everything we come to do, and more. Like, it was just great. All the volunteers, all the workers, the guys that work for Rockynats specifically, and Summernats, everyone that we interacted with was great. So everyone was on their best behaviour. We were probably one of the ones that were taking the piss, the most, which was kind of fun. And we keep it civil. It was pretty loud and all that, but we kept it safe. And yeah, just really enjoyed the event. Thanks so much for coming along for the ride. Come on, Georgie! Give us a rev, brother! Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes. All right, guys, that is Rockynats 1 done and dusted. What can I say? We're definitely coming back next year. We had a great time despite all the weather, despite not getting to the skids and not doing the drag finals yesterday. We still had an absolute blast. Met some great people. Just such a great event. So I'm going to sign it off there. Thanks so much to all of you for watching.